Hello, everybody. Today we just got done watching Nobody with Bob Odenkirk in the starring role, and man, I'm just happy that like after this month of like action films, we were able to end on like a pretty good time for everybody. Wouldn't we all say? Did
Yeah.
everyone here have a good time?
Yeah.
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 I had a very good time watching this movie.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is the first time for everybody here except for me, because I remember watching this when it came out to direct to video, because this was the first movie to like try to finally release it in theaters during the pandemic, and it was just too
Yeah.
early,
Yeah.
which I felt like did a lot of damage to it. But I felt like this did really well for direct to video
I mean,
releases
it,
at least.
it got a
Yeah.
sequel. Like that's in that's coming out.
That's true.
That
So
is,
And
yeah. I think this move,
by the time you're listening to this, it's already out.
yeah,
Wow.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
and we got to see that when it comes out. I think at this point now.
Mm.
But yeah, dude, this movie like barely like made even initially. It broke even barely because like thankfully it was like a low enough budget movie where it was able to recoup everything. I think it was like $9 million budget and it made like 15 million.
Ah.
But I'm just happy that they were able to look at it and like give it another shot, and I hope it does a lot better than before because oh my. So yeah, let's just jump into it right now with this. I believe, Frank, you go first.
oh shoot. Full disclosure, I came into the movie like around like the 3/4 mark, so I just saw like the closing end, and then everyone's like, "Wait, hold on, Frank. We'll get you up to speed." And they showed me like parts earlier, like the bus scene.
Mm-hmm.
And a more important
I
theme, which we'll get to.
yeah
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I think you're just gonna come into this review halfway through and be a part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a stupid joke to get into later on, but I appreciate the casting of Bob Odenkirk in an action role after he's been so heavily shown off for his comedic chops and a part of his drama in Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, a lot of the thing, like I was looking through his like, his like whole career and stuff, and he started on like SNL and then Mr. Show, and
He did
then
like he wasn't just with SNL. He wrote SNL.
yeah,
Like at the beginning of the 90s. Like that was his big break. And I think he wrote for The Simpsons for a bit.
yeah, he was
I
on like
think so.
Seinfeld and How I Met Your Mother. Like he was all over the place, but he was effectively just a comedian guy, just like one of those dudes. And I think there is footage of him playing like a GameCube when it came out, which is kind of funny to look back at.
Yeah, with David Cross.
Yeah, he's playing like Ness, which is like a really funny idea. The idea that Jesse comes and is like, "Yo, who's your main bitch?" And he's like, I like to play Ness, and I like to go off the side of the map, and then I like to lightning bolt myself back in." And he's like, "That's PK Shock,
Bitch.
But yeah, he gets into like fucking Breaking Bad in 2008, and really shows off his acting chops with this like Weasley, sinister yet likable Saul Goodman, and then it's revealed in Better Call Saul like this kind of real backstory of Jimmy McGill. That's it, right?
Miguel, yeah.
Slippin' Jimmy.
Yeah.
Which
You'll always be Slippin' Jimmy to me.
You're not a real scarer.
Yeah.
God, I desperately want to talk about the fucking "you're not a real lawyer." What? You're not a real lawyer.
Why are you going against me, Cade? You're not a real critic.
Huh?
I'm what?
Anyway, speaking of
oh shit, fuck. I like him in this movie. I like the comedic parts of this movie. I know that so many action movies are now just trying to be John Wick, but I feel like this movie does a good job of like John Wick, but he's a suburban dad.
I describe this in like I think I described this in a pretty concise way, and this is not a dig at the movie at all. This is essentially John Wick without the world building.
Yeah.
Because John Wick, like half of the
Yeah.
fascination came from like the secret society of like just assassins and like the underworld of that.
Mhm.
This is
Yeah.
kind of like none of that.
Yeah.
It's just like they keep the backstory kind of to a minimum for at least Saul. His name is Hutch, by the way. Like Bob Odenkirk's character.
We're gonna
Hutch
call him Saul
Mantel.
here and there.
Yeah,
so
we're just gonna call him Saul.
get used to
But,
it,
hold
audience.
on. I like to go, come on, Hutch.
Come on, Hutch.
Come on, Hutch. Just one more score.
One more little score.
Just one more with Doc Brown.
Make
We
Back
just
to the
gotta go back
Future.
in time, Hutch.
One of the best parts in the movie, but yeah, like it's just like, oh, he's just a mob boss, like that's the main villain. He's just in town. He's avenging his brother, and that's kind of it right now. And like it doesn't really need to talk a bit more because you're just kind of here to just have a fun time and just see like a guy getting his groove back as a assassin or like auditor, as he calls himself in the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, what do you guys think so far? Cade and Emily, either one of you.
I think I'm
Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought there were like some subtle jokes in it that really helped kind of break away from the action. I thought that was just really funny. Like it's like scenes that aren't supposed to be funny, but that's why they're funny. Like the whole chair scene, we were like cackling over. Like I feel like that wasn't supposed to be funny. Like it was supposed to show like how evil he is, but it just looks so funny.
I think it was
And-
intentionally shot to be funny, but I digress. Like I felt like it works in a way, and I feel like it works in just like it is like a crazy world and like with eccentric characters.
I think
Like the boss of how they introduce them, but still keep going. We'll get into the comedic aspects later on.
Yeah, like you know, it had like some like very heavy action and like some plot stuff, but I feel like those little moments like that helped make it kind of like a low-key funny movie. Like where it could just be action comedy. I mean, is it already described like that? I don't know, but like I don't know, I feel like silly stuff like that just makes it even better from like apart from the action part.
Mhm. Yeah,
It would be absolute hell to do it, but every time we go, yeah, I just imagine it, like
it's gonna happen already.
There's a Joker counter at the bottom, and every time someone goes, yeah, it just goes up a tick.
Every single time. It's gonna pop up every single time we say it. Just letting you know.
You think you could just make a stupid bit and put a counter at the bottom?
Yeah.
I think it's I apologize. You're gonna have to put that little like half-second clip of Joker going, yeah,
Yeah, it'll be funny. It's fine.
every time.
There's no reference to that in this movie, by the way.
No, we just
Not-
randomly.
well, there is. We
What?
brought it up for a reason.
Okay, explain the reason.
Okay, so there's a part in the movie where he goes to the bad guy's club and everyone points guns at him, but before that happens, he shows that he has a thumb tied to a bomb. Like he has a thumb ring attached to it, so if he moves his thumb away, it goes off. Exactly like what Joker did in The Dark Knight.
Oh yeah.
That's why I brought it up.
Oh, I didn't see that part until later, and we were talking about that like way earlier. Like you're completely correct, but I just thought you would like happen to bring that up, and then I got all like giddy because I got in, and then Kate's like, Frank, you did it like way too well. That was like spot on perfect. I'm
That
like,
wasn't me. That was Seb that said that.
That
by the
was
way.
me.
Oh,
It was always me, Frank.
Seb, you did a perfect Kate impression. I was completely thrown off by it. Good job.
I don't think he was
I found my
trying.
calling. I really am the second Cade.
You really want to be?
No.
Is that a choice? Is that what you really want in life, Seb?
Just Cade staring into Seb's life like you could be the original Cade if you want. I don't want to be him.
I don't even want to be Cade, and I'm him.
I don't want to be around anymore.
Every day Cade wakes up and finds out he is Cade and starts crying.
It's literally Hutch at the beginning of this movie. He hates his life.
Yeah.
Come on,
Frank,
Hutch.
Frank, you
So-
would be the worst person at like an AA meeting.
It's like, yeah, every
Oh.
day you wake up and you drink and you're the funnest guy around. I love you. Never change.
My mom once said if you had a crutch, at least have a crutch that you can have fun with.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
anyway, so the movie starts and it really tries to show his Edgar Wright chops with there's a lot of quick
Yeah.
cuts just showing
Yeah.
his day-by-day life and how boring it
Mhm.
is. It's
Mhm.
kind of shot like the Criterion classic Shrek Forever After, showing of how mundane and empty and repeating his life is.
Mhm.
There's
If
a
you
part where
catch my drift.
someone goes like, "Gee, guy, you're really just a nobody, right?" And he goes, "Yeah."
That's essentially how, like, you see the interrogation at the end, Frank? That's how the movie started.
Yeah.
I love how I'm like
Stop!
slowly piecing together what the movie is after we've begun.
But yeah, the movie actually, so it has the montage, and then it shows him getting robbed by two people. Like
Yeah.
he's like walking through the house, and the burglars, the boiglers show up.
Mhm.
And he does nothing about it. He's just like, just take the money and go. But the son tackles the dude. He's like, come on, we could take him, Dad. We could fight him. And the dad's like, no.
No.
He's like, nah.
I don't know why, but when you said that, when you doing like the son's impression, I immediately thought of Boba Fett in Attack of the Clones. He's like, "Get him, Dad! Get him!"
No.
No.
I'm just imagining a little kid like, "Come on, Dad, we can do this." And Hutch is like, "No." And the kid's like, "Come on, Hutch.
Come on.
Come on, Hutch."
So the bandits get away with just like $5 and a $19 Fortnite card.
That's pretty much. And don't forget the kitty cat bracelet.
How can I forget the kitty cat bracelet?
Yeah, there's a lot of setup in this movie.
There is, but
There's that.
yeah,
There's
so
the
that was the
gun. Yeah, that was the inside
Well-
incident, and after that, he goes to work,
yes,
and his
with his stepbrother who, as we mentioned, looks like Fat Mac from Always Sunny.
yeah.
Specifically season 6 and 7 Mac, I believe that was Fat Mac, correct?
I don't know, maybe.
Which season was Thunder Gun?
There's like 3 seasons with Thunder Gun. Oh, the Thunder Gun movie in it.
Yeah, so anyway, so Fat Mac, he points a gun at him. It's like, you need this to protect my freaking sister, doofus.
Don't worry, the safety's on. And then you just realize, oh wait, it's not. It's not on actually.
And by the way, everybody in this movie is just like, you know, if I was there, I would have fought back. But
Yeah,
the
well you
cops say
weren't.
it,
So
so there's that, okay? Bitch.
I honestly I hated that more than anything else. It's like when someone's like trying to involve themselves in your life and it's just like you weren't there. You can't say
You didn't
that.
see it happen, okay?
Yeah.
I do hate when people like try to act tough like that, where it's like, "I would have stopped them." It's like, the fuck you would have.
You had
Yeah.
a gun pointed to my head. I bet you would have.
Who the fuck do you think you are? Like Brian Danielson? You're not gonna fucking do it.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that
You're
guy.
not that
Okay.
What was that dude even like telling that guy about?
I don't know.
I think someone tried to start a fight at the baking section out of Walmart.
Oh.
And this dude in, I believe, like, short shorts and a giant stained gray shirt just says, "You're not that guy, pal. You're not."
I think he had a blue shirt on, but
50-year-old
yeah.
Italian dude.
He said
Anyway,
it with such confidence, though. It was like,
Well,
you know what?
what-
I think he's right. I think you're not that guy.
What clip is better, that or the guy on the plane going like, "I want to shake his hand. I want to shake your hand."
shake my hand. I'm not getting off the plane until you shake your hand. I thought you were gonna allude to a different plane.
A different Joker.
A different
on the...
a
Yeah.
different plane clip.
Everyone
No!
Oh my god.
Anyway, so that's the inciting incident, and he's at home, like, trying to let the entire thing blow over. Which, by the way, as he's given the gun at work by his stepbrother, he puts it in the fridge.
Yeah.
Because he's hungry.
He stashes it away in the back of the freezer behind the Dunkaroos and the ice cream.
Yep.
I honestly thought that was like a dumb spot for him to hide it because I felt like it was too obvious. Like
Mhm.
someone could have just moved that box and been like, "There's a gun in there," and then there would have been a whole like meeting. But surprisingly, nobody found.
Nobody.
Nobody found it.
Nobody.
You see, this is alluding to in the future when the nobody, who was played by Bobby Misabi, finds it.
Bobby Wasabi Odenkirk. That's his
That's his
full
middle
legal
name.
name. It
Jesus
is.
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah, so that's
His
the
full name
thing
is
that
Bobby Smack Your Mommy Wasabi Odenkirk.
Oh my god.
he-
So, anyways, he goes on a manhunt for the two people that.
Well, he tries to wait for it to blow over, and then this stupid little chud daughter is just like, I can't find my kitty cat bracelet.
Hey,
Where'd you
don't.
put it?
Hey, you leave the daughter alone. She's adorable in that movie.
What's the daughter's name?
Uh,
I don't remember.
Offspring.
Yeah, so I have a name for it, and it's Chud.
man.
Bitch.
So he goes to the bandit's house. He gets back into like his old self, like just to feel something again. But before that, we meet his father at a retirement home. And
Played
who
by
is his father, gentlemen?
Played by Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah.
The legend himself, the lawful good version of Clint Eastwood.
You want to know something kind of funny?
What?
Christopher Lloyd has now acted with both the McGill brothers now.
What'd he do with Chuck?
He was in the movie Clue with him, with Tim Curry.
Oh shit! He's really covering both bases. He's really meeting up with
Christopher Lloyd
everybody.
played Professor Plum, and Michael McCain played Mr. Green.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The German character?
Yes.
Sure. I don't. Yeah. I'll. Sure. Yeah.
So he goes from
yeah.
tattoo shop to tattoo shop, trying to
Yeah.
find the guy who had a specific tattoo who robbed him,
Mhm.
and he finally finds the right spot, and he almost gets got by waving what the bad person that he's interrogating calls cheddar in his pocket with all that cheese,
All that flat cheese he's bringing.
all that flat cheese.
But then he pulls a dentist move where he's like, "We don't get got, we go get," and he convinces them to, because the one guy is like a Vietnam veteran and he saw his
And he says,
tattoos.
His playing card tattoo. He
Yeah.
saw his alpha male Sans tattoo, and he's like, "Ah, shit."
If I was in a fight and I saw the dude had a Sans Undertale tattoo, I would kill him, even if I was losing.
That would give you a rage buffer, like that would put you in a blind rage. It mitigates pain that you feel and increases your attack.
Exactly.
I'd be
Yes.
so. I'm saying this, and then like the person's gonna be like Kenny Omega, and I'm fucking doomed.
Frank, you can't keep spouting wrestling names. They do not know who these people are,
All right.
except for me.
But yeah, by the way,
I do
that
it only for the real freaks out there, like Seb.
But yeah, speaking of that Vietnam veteran, I have a note here that just says the red dimension. Because
Yeah.
he locks he like leaves the room, and there's like this big door that you hear like a bunch of locks getting turned, and then he just peeks his head out because it's like has like the sliding function for a window, and he just closes it.
It's just a room full of red. It's just red light. It's so intense.
Dude,
And
he's
it's
going
so
in.
funny.
He's
You
going.
see his face before he like just shuts the like door. What is the name for that? Like the little door window that you shut.
I don't know, but he's going into the elevator from Monkey Man. It was so red in there.
Yo, it's all connected.
It's all connected.
But
Like with duct tape, all these three movies are connected for a reason.
so he finds the bandits, the hoodlums that robbed his place and punched his son, his stupid chud son. he sneaks
Dumb
in.
Bitch, son.
They're eating their gamer meal of ramen noodles to show that they
Instant
are poor.
ramen, yeah.
Instant ramen. To be fair, I'm the exact same way. You know what? That's just life. But yeah, so he holds them hostage and he says, "Where's the kitty cat bracelet?" Stupid.
Yeah.
And then he accidentally wakes up their baby and it's like, "Ah, geez." He's scared of children, so he just runs away.
Sure, that's the reason.
He also gets his watch back.
That is true.
That's true,
He does get
yeah.
his watch back. And then he leaves the apartment and just starts punching the brick wall to avenge his family. That's the reason why,
I hate
right?
Brick. I'll never forgive Bricks. They took my family away.
I hate that brick episode of Phineas and Ferb. It replaced the platypus toy.
Brick, brick,
Brick,
brick,
brick,
brick,
brick,
brick, brick. It's fun.
Why? I hate that Frank knew what you were talking about. I'm so upset. Okay. I love that Frank knew exactly. Like, Frank was the only one to understand the joke.
It's fun.
So, this incites the second inciting incident. The bus!
The bus. Bus!
The bus.
Bus!
Bus. Bus. Bus.
Me when I
Bus.
see bus. Bus.
Bus. So I tried
Lord,
to
I'm
write-
about a buzz.
Me when I see Mr. Lightyear. Buzz!
So he's on this freaking bus.
Thanks, Frank, for the
everyone's
pity
minding their
laugh.
business. And
You're
then,
welcome.
like a bunch of hooligans are driving in a Jeep right next to the bus, and they crash into a freaking construction site.
Yep.
And unfortunately, the bus has to stop for them because I think it's at a red light as well.
I
So-
think it stopped because there was a crash and the driver freaked out.
Maybe, yeah. And then the hooligans get on the bus. Some shit is about to get stirred, but luckily for them, there was a specific nobody who's been waiting his entire life for this.
We see Russian Ludwig.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thick guys.
Frank!
not no. Oh my god. But yeah,
So anyway,
then we get the most
we just get-
bone-breaking John Wick scene I think I've ever seen.
so nobody's fight scenes are a lot more visceral and gory compared to John Wick. At least the first movie, I'd say, because John Wick 3 gets pretty gory.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
my god, like you see knives get like plunged in, you get knives like getting kicked through freaking feet, you get pipes shattering windpipes.
You got knives, chow.
But yeah, it's so grisly, and it's really nice because it just shows like how rusty he is to everything again, and not like how John Wick like he takes like one or two punches. Like Hutch gets thrown through windows, he doesn't get the first punch in, he gets his ass beat for the first like couple of steps in the fight,
Mm-hmm.
and like he's kind of like just throwing them around and just fighting them one by one at first. And
Mhm.
it is so great because there's so much like beats to it. It's a lot slower, but there's a lot more high spots, I'd say, in the
Mhm.
fight. Especially my favorite part in it is when he gets thrown through the window and there is that intermission of everyone just assessing themselves of like he fucked me up, man. Like my teeth are fucking shattered, my nose
How
is
my teeth?
broken.
It's bad. Oh man, it's that bad.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you're just going through it and he just gets back up again and like just patches himself up with a freaking seatbelt. It's like, okay, let's fight again. But yeah, he like
Round
hangs
two.
someone with
Fight.
he hangs someone from a with a shopping bag. He freaking pulls the knife that was out of his side to use that again in the fight.
He stabs
Oh
the
my
knife into
God.
someone's leg and then kicks it deeper.
Yeah.
That was the second worst thing that he did
In
during
which-
that fight.
Get me.
Wasted.
Yeah.
Roasted.
Oh yeah. I guess we should talk about how he leaves the Russian Ludwig guy on the ground and he's like choking up his blood and everything, and Bob Odenkirk just grabs a knife and just slices his throat a little bit and places a straw in the hole so he could breathe.
He performs a tracheotomy DIY, and I hate that scene so much. I just appreciate how there's no like blood spurting from the straw. That was gonna be gross if that happened.
Yeah.
It's like the best part of like Saw 3.
I was worried that what was gonna happen was gonna be a lot more cruel, where he was gonna bend the straw to the guy's mouth that he would drink his own, yeah, and it would just be an endless cycle to kill him there.
Oh my god, Cade.
Yeah. I'm glad
So
it
now-
didn't go
do
that
that.
way, but
So we get a amazing introduction to the villain of the movie. They go into
average
his
Jeff
club.
Bezos meeting.
Yes, into the warehouse where he goes into his club, he sings karaoke for a pretty long bit.
Yeah.
And then he goes up to the shareholders and he's like, "Yo, I don't think people take you seriously if you're gonna keep fucking singing fucking Russian karaoke, and then he fucking stabs the dude and like claws his fucking eye out with a wine glass.
Yep.
And he's like, "Do you know who that was? He was a 3% shareholder in the company." He's like, "Oh, shit, my bad."
Well,
And
I guess that
then-
means we get his shares, which means more money for us.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
And then he gets the unfortunate news that his brother's in the hospital.
Yeah.
And who wants to bring up what happens?
So what
the
happens? See,
hospital.
let me break it down for you, Mark. What happens here is after he gets the synopsis of what happened to his brother, he starts yelling at his like right hand man. He's like, "How could one person do this?" He's like, "I don't know." I was like, I'm gonna go see what happened with his bodyguards." He proceeds to grab one of those chairs you sit in at the lobby of a hospital, and it cuts to the guys in there in the hospital room, and it just pans to the one guy, and you don't even see him throw it. You just see the shadow, and then a chair hit the guy in the bed.
Like square in the chin, like
Fucking
so perfectly.
Just fall.
Beans his ass.
Like you
He
can hear,
got fiend.
you can just like imagine the just the whistle as it flies through the air, and then just the bonk smacks him in the face.
Absolutely insane, and like it. And he just it's like the funniest interrogation ever because he's not done with that chair. He like fucks his shit up with that
Oh, yeah,
chair when
he,
he's
like-
still in the hospital bed, like hurt.
I like to imagine that when he threw the chair, there was just a referee standing behind him, puts his hands up like he made a field goal.
But it's just like a fucking scene out of the Yakuza games where the dude's just like calm and then he hits and there's just like a big kanji on the screen that's like chair mode, chair stance. That's my favorite thing about the Yakuza games. They'll just be like death blow kill maneuver and it's just like the main guy grabbing a fucking like postal box and slamming it into a dude's forehead. It's fucking ludicrous.
No, Ludacris
So-
is a famous musician, Frank.
It's true. You got me there.
But
So-
he then starts to interrogate the bodyguards. He's like, "But you hate what's his name? Like Timmy or whatever his name is. His little
Henry,
brother.
I don't
Henry.
think Larry.
I don't
Yeah.
know. It was some guy's name, and he's like, "You might be right, but doesn't mean you get to talk shit on him." And then he's like, "I want this guy dead. I want him put in the ground. I want his doctor dead."
I want pictures of Spider-Man.
Picture of Spider-Man's balls.
I need it. I need to see it.
Whoa. Anyways, so then Hit Squad is sent to Saul's house, and Saul.
That's right. The hit pig himself is sent.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I would cry if I saw like just a woeful tear would roll down my face if I was just like, no, please, not the hit pig. And he just shows up at the house. But yeah,
Yeah, it cuts back to Hutch's life. Everything's going good since he got back into the groove of things. He's
Yeah.
feeling better. He's actually showing love to his chud wife and like daughter and son.
Stop calling them chuds.
it says the third time you've done it. You
What's
just
wrong
learn,
with it?
You just learned the word or something. What does it even mean?
It's just funny. It's just chud's like a shitty way of saying like loser.
Okay.
Yeah, so anyway, but yeah, so life's good, and now everyone's like, yeah, I'm happy you did that, but yeah, they're gonna fuck your shit up, so you gotta prep for that.
Like, all right.
And he does prep for it. Like, I think the night of, he gets his wife and family in the bunker downstairs. He's like, don't call the cops.
Don't
I know
dial
someone-
911.
Don't call anybody. I know someone else you can call. No, but yeah, so you get another scene, like a house invasion scene, similar to the one in John Wick, funnily
Yeah,
enough,
in the
but
beginning of John
I-
Wick, yeah.
you get the
Yeah.
scene of him getting pushed through the stairs, he using that position to shoot another guy. There's some fun gunplay being done.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still a pretty fun scene. I just can't remember too much that happened from it, but
I
still
remember
good.
more the ending of the car chase, if anything, because I have a
That's
note
true,
here of
yeah.
what happens. But yeah, he basically
Oh
he
yeah,
like
that's right. He gets tased.
well, yeah, he gets tased at the end of that fight, and then he gets dragged into the trunk of the bad guy's car, and they're like talking for a bit, and he's like, "Well, we only got," and like the main guy is like, "I only got a few scratches." Meanwhile, the one henchman has a knife in her shoulder.
Oh
Excuse
yeah,
me.
that's right. That's right. And he's just like, we got him, and we only got like a few cuts and bruises, and the other guys in the front are just like, "Fuck you,"
And
because one person's like pulling the knife out. They're just doing not so great.
yeah, and then while this is happening, Bob Odenkirk like MacGyver's his way out of this situation by breaking his thumb, slipping through the handcuffs, and then grabbing a fire extinguisher that's in the trunk. Then he opens the hatch, that's like sits in between the two back seats, and just starts spraying the fire extinguisher to disorient the driver and make him crash.
That scene was actually sick.
Yeah,
That was, dude. Everyone got fucked up in that crash.
I
except
love that he like
Saul.
sticks out like a fucking Looney Tunes characters and like, ain't I stinker? Forces a car to crash that claims the life of 3 people.
Yep.
Is it possible for Bob Odenkirk to be typecast as predominantly little stinkers?
Possibly.
I think he's like the premier silly Billy of fucking
You're silly,
Hollywood.
Billy.
That's a good way to put it, I'd say.
But then he like he tries to pull the egg thing from Smiling Friends, like, and give this guy his cool fucking backstory, and he just puts his hand on the guy's shoulder and starts like doing his old backstory, and he looks back at the guy, and he's just dead in the middle of his monologue.
He fucking croaked. Dude, Hutch cannot fucking trauma dump on anyone these days. They just die on him.
The best part is, as soon as that happened, I wrote down just a note saying the shoulder touch. That's it.
The cheese touch. The first casualty of said cheese touch.
Hey man, have you heard the shoulder touch? Hey. And that's it. And he just dies.
Yeah.
Uh,
And then he goes back to
So-
his house to the other guys that are still in his house, like unconscious, and ties them up in his basement. He's like, I'm gonna burn this house down with you guys inside of it, and proceeds to play Louis Armstrong and destroys his entire record collection.
yeah.
Yeah, he probably had some really good things there too, man. That hurts my feelings.
Yeah.
He had Oingo Boingo and Oingo Boingo 2.
If he had Oingo Boingo and Talking Heads, I would have generally been pissed.
Frank,
That's some good stuff right
can't
there.
keep talking about Oingo Boingo. This is the second time now.
I was talking about the band, Cade.
I
Danny
know.
Elfman.
We were talking about the Danny Elfman band before in other episodes.
Dude, that whole scene, instead of it playing Louis Armstrong, it's like Weird Science. And it hard cuts to Christopher Lloyd. It's a sick ass scene with the 2 guys like, we're gonna kill you, Christopher Lloyd. And he goes, Great Scott, and shoots the fucking dude's entrails out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the
Sending
bad guy
you
tried.
back in time to being a fucking cadaver.
Yeah, so they send dudes over to kill his father, and the father was prepped, and he fucking like he literally just has a shotgun when they get there, and he like just literally murders them like on sight. And this is during when this happens, so nobody burns his house down. He drives over to his workplace where he literally buys out the entire company in giant bars of gold.
Literal gold, man.
He literally goes medieval on their asses, and by that I mean by currency.
I just like to imagine, just to go back on the dad real quick, he just pulls out the shotgun. He's like, "You ever see a 12 gauge here? You're gonna get some serious shit," and just gets blasted.
I
killed
killed
your
your
buddy,
buddy, and I said,
Oh my god, the mic!
That mic, dude, is going through it.
That mic is praying.
Please give me the sub. He'll treat me better.
No, little Mike, you shall stay here in the Goblin Cave.
I was thinking more Gollum, but that works.
So we get. so he buys out the company just so he could bring his Chad father and brother over, and he's been talking to his brother this entire time, like on the phone, but he never got to see him.
Yeah.
And then you finally get to him. He's a cool, chill dude with a sniper rifle. And the final climax happens. But before this, actually, he literally spends the next night literally destroying everything that the bad guy made. Like he goes to his headquarters, burns it down, burns his collection of paintings, burns all of his money, and then he meets him back at the club. And this is where you get the bomb scene. Go back to the club. And this is where you get the scene where he ties a claymore to his thumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
it would have been so. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say the one thing I don't get when he was like burning everything down, he saved one Van Gogh painting, and then it got like partially damaged later in the movie. Then you never see it again. And I was kind of like, why did he save that one painting? Like, was it for him to remember? Like, yeah, I took down that mob guy, and I have his most prized painting. Or was he just like, I like this painting, I'm gonna keep it?
I think it might be the latter. Yeah.
I think it's super. I think it's literally like it's a Van Gogh painting. I mean, I'm gonna kill this guy already, so I'm just gonna take it while I can.
I'm gonna be petty and just take it.
I do the same shit.
I find it funny how there's so much stuff in that beginning scene they had this set up, and then they just forgot the one thing until like the very end of the last climax, third act with the cat. But anyway,
oh yeah.
But speaking of setups, his brother and his dad save him from the Russian and his
getting shot at
and getting shot at.
That's such a deep cut. No one's gonna know where that's from.
Yeah. But it's such a dumb bit we're doing, but I love it.
The brain cells are decreasing every time we say that.
Yeah. But he starts to set off all his traps. He has walls of like mouse traps with like basically shotgun barrels attached to them, and it's basically the most adult and most violent version of Kevin McAllister, as Emily put it. It looked like the setup scene in Home Alone when we were watching the movie.
Yeah, dude, the traps in the final act are insane. I think my favorite in the movie, like I think we can talk about it now, but my favorite is literally his brother sets up like a barbed wire trap, which is literally 2 poles set up and just barbed wire in between, and it's so simple, but it's such a scary like thing to get trapped in. He literally just kicks him into it, and he gets tied up in barbed wire.
And then he presses a button, and then he presses a button and flings him out the window.
Oh my god, there was so much fun with this, and like, I don't know why I must have like overlooked it, or like, wasn't there a scene with Christopher Lloyd like in a wheelchair with a shotgun and he's like running and gunning with it?
I don't think so.
Or is he just walking with it?
I think he was just walking.
I swear to Christ, the first time I watched this around, I thought he was in a wheelchair and like the brother was pushing him and he was just firing through, but I guess I just like, I don't know, I was just remembering wrong.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Christopher Lloyd gets some fun kills in this too.
And he has like a big old smile on his face.
Yeah.
Dude, he's a cheeky little goblin in this. It's so endearing.
Being a silly little Billy.
He is the silliest Billy in this movie. It's insane.
I'd like to imagine there's a scene where after they set up all the traps and they just finish up the action scene, they see one of the traps is still active. He's like, oh, didn't get to use this. Why'd you set it up? Oh, it'd be cool.
It's literally like punji sticks. It's like a old school Vietnamese like trap. It's like it's a box with a stick.
Like the one guy's disappointed. He's like, man, this took me like 3 hours to set this up and we didn't even get to use it.
A box and a stick? Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the guys just rounds the corner. There's like a fucking carrot and a box and a stick, and he gets trapped in there. And he's just like stuck in there as everyone's fighting around him.
His legs are kicking. He's like, ew!
Help me!
He's just under like a cardboard box, but can't escape.
Michael, don't leave me here. Michael.
But yeah,
Okay, so this comes off to the final standoff with the big boss man.
which we get a payoff of him putting the gun in the
It's a good
freezer
thing he brought in
because
the Undertaker.
But yeah, we get a good payoff with him in the gun in the freezer because he runs out of bullets in his first gun, then he runs to the fridge to block the bullets, and he comes out with a second gun.
And does he fire it with the box still on?
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
I'd be so pissed if I was chasing a guy and then he came out with a second gun.
The second
I
gun just
hate
came
that,
out of
man.
nowhere.
Fucker.
Just when you thought you were done with the first gun, boom.
Second
You said
gun.
he could have that.
But
Shoots a hole
So-
in my chest.
so so it's the final standoff, and he's like I think the main boss guy hasn't pinned. No, he tries to make a deal with them because they both got shot. They're like bleeding out, and
Mm-hmm.
so he comes to one final conclusion to make it out if you're alive. And guys, he wants to explain what he did to beat him.
He plays the most annoying character in any FPS and grabs a riot shield and runs towards him after duct taping the claymore he had previously towards him, and then he pulls a pin with his mouth and blows up the Russian guy with it.
He fucks him up, dude.
Yeah.
It's such
Got
a
ruined.
He got man. He got owned in the most gamer way possible.
Yeah, he just did it for the love of the game, dude. I don't know.
I would
Yeah.
love if in Nobody 2, he's in a court and Bryan Cranston comes out to represent him.
That
Yo, that would actually be so funny.
would be really
Um,
funny.
Yeah, and the movie ends with him. Well, first off, he gets a kitten that was just in the duck. They never allude to it until like at the beginning he had a kitten with him, and it's like, is he gonna get a kitten at some point? It's almost like they kind of forgot it in the script, so he just shows up.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
gets some tuna, and then it cuts back to the opening interview of him getting interrogated by what happened.
Yeah.
The cops interrogating him get a phone call. He gets relieved and like dismissed.
Yeah.
Oh my god, my dogs are going crazy now. But it's 3 months later. He's getting a new house with his family.
Mm-hmm.
He gets a phone call that alludes to business not being done yet.
Mm-hmm.
And the movie ends with that. But who wants to talk about the end credit scene?
You want
Yeah,
to.
you do. You really want to talk about it.
There's a beautiful end credit scene that just shows the brother and Christopher Lloyd just doing their own thing. They're going cross country in an RV, and they have so much guns with them. Oh my god, it's so many guns.
We're gonna go to a gun fair and make bank, dude.
Dude, it's not even funny how much bank they're gonna be having.
You wanna know where they're driving to? Alabama.
Yes. They're gonna
Just-
drive to Hill Valley to really make a difference.
They're gonna melt it down to make a DeLorean.
So Nobody was a really good time, guys. I had a lot of fun watching it again. It's just a very simple, like, you don't really have to pay attention too much to it, but like the story that it has is like very simple, stupid, and I feel like it works in a really good way, especially if you have enough good actors to really follow through and say the lines that you want them to say.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah? Any closing remarks I want to bring up?
I got nothing.
Okay. Anyone
You
else?
think you could just say that and end the episode?
Yeah.
How
Play the
long-
hospital chair shot.
How long were you waiting on that one, Frank?
He's doing
hon-
on that.
Honestly, it just kind of like came to me at that moment. But every time someone said "yeah" throughout this episode, I just like fucking my head started to pulsate, and I'm gonna make it worse on Seb. I'm gonna make it worse on Seb and the editor. Put L.A. Knight at the end, going yeah,
Oh my god.
L.A. Knight, yeah.
Everybody
Money in the
have a fantastic. He should have won Money in the Bank. I agree. Everyone,
Well, wait,
if you
wait,
made it
Emily.
this,
Wait, hold on. Emily, do you have any final thoughts before we wrap this up?
No, nothing comes to mind.
No.
Emily out here, Emily and Cade being the freaking the survivors throughout all of Action Month so far, and I
Yeah.
commend both of you
Oh.
for sticking this far.
Good job,
Yeah.
you too.
Yeah, I'm very proud.
Yippee!
So, everybody, if you made it this far in the episode, thank you so much for watching. We had a really good time through it, and I hope you did as well. You could follow us on Instagram,
Yeah.
and if you haven't already, please hit subscribe.
Yeah.
We're trying to get back into the swing of things with new releases and posts.
Yeah.
And as always, thank you for watching Cinema Dopes. Now
Yeah.
this is podcasting. Have a good
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.